Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So this session is for you to know more about the student organizations here in the department. And we really encourage you to be part of the CS community. Even now that we are virtual, we're still a community. We are here, as you can see. And also joining a student organization has a lot of benefits, not only to learn like about workshops, professional development, but also it's that community that you can have you can join and have more friends, build a personal project, and also add to your resume. Before we start really quick, I wanna tell you to connect with the CS department. We do have our social media accounts. We have our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are super active on Instagram, just like sharing events, opportunities for you all. And we also have our CS calendars. If you haven't checked it out, just go utep.edu/cs/calendar. There you can find all of the virtual activities for student organizations and also employers. And also we have another calendar, which is opportunities. On that one, you can find a scholarship, fellowships, any opportunity like to go to conferences, competitions, hackathons. So really go and check it out. We have like more than 20, like that the deadline is like this month. So go and check it out, apply, and it's like a really like good opportunity to get funding and also do like other kind of things in the department. And also we have our CS weekly emails. We send them every Monday with the events of the week and also any opportunities that are coming up. So right now we're going to start with the presentations of the student organizations. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. We will also going to have a Q&A at the end of all the presentations. And right now we're going to start with Minor Cybersecurity Club and Women in Cybersecurity with David and Jennifer.
Hello. Yes, so I'm David Reyes, president of the Minor Cybersecurity Club. And for this info session, we're just going to tell you a little bit more about the club. If you can go to the next slide, please. So myself, I'm the president. Vice president is Jennifer Harrison. Secretary is Sebastian Quinones. Webmaster is Diana Ramirez. And we also have positions available for other officers. So a little bit about us. The club was really founded by students who wanted to, tinker, learn, and hack. It really kind of started through when a lot of us went to a conference and sat into a GM presentation about security in automobiles. And from there, it just kind of grew to what we have right now. And essentially, the goal is to teach students cybersecurity concepts. We do this through workshops that we do in-house. We also have guest speakers. So we had one from Raytheon who come in and talk to us about certifications one year. We had another guest speaker from Raytheon that came in and talked about how to get started in vulnerability research. We've had, guest speakers through Women in Cybersecurity that have worked at the NSA, different things like that. And then we also participate in Capture the Flag competitions, which we can go into more detail about it during the meetings. And then, of course, all majors and degrees are welcome. One thing that we kind of learned was that security really is one of those things that's tailored to all different majors. For example, if you were or are an electrical engineering major, you can contribute a lot too, because there's a lot of security flaws in hardware that can lead to, learning new things about security. Next slide. Some past workshops that we've had is we did one on replicating the Facebook hack. So if you guys don't remember, a few years ago, Facebook was hacked through cookies and how they kind of work. So we kind of went through that and showed students how that worked and did it in a sandboxed environment where they can kind of test around and play with it. We've also done workshops in Java reverse engineering. And with that, we've also done workshops with the NSA Codebreaker. So those of you that don't know, every year NSA does a series of challenges, which they call the Codebreaker. And it's really, a lot of reverse engineering, open source intelligence challenges, things like that, which we've done. It's done individually, but you can collaborate as a group environment. And we've had several members that have gone all the way and finished it for 1 year. And, we kind of use that to show and teach other students, methods on how we solve them. And then, of course, guest speakers. For future workshops, so we're going to have a workshop on creating a virtual environment. So a lot of the work that we do has to be done in virtual machines. And that's just, for your own security. So we'll show you how to do that. So you can have your own setup so you can work from it. We're also going to be doing one on emulating routers and other machines. And this is going to be done within your virtual environment. So if you ever want to get into how to hack routers or how to look for vulnerabilities in the router firmware, this is something that we're going to get into. We'll do an introduction to Ghidra. So that's somebody that don't know. NSA recently released a reverse engineering tool called Ghidra, and it's one of the tools that's being used a lot now in different places, not only in academia. And then, we plan to have more guest speakers. And now the Vice President, Jennifer, is going to talk about women in cybersecurity, or
actually me, Lisana. Thank you, David. So yeah, hi everyone. My name is Lisana Clark. I'm the Vice President of the Women in Cybersecurity Student Chapter. And I will be telling you a little bit about WICEs, or Women in Cybersecurity. Next slide, please. Yes, thank you. So WICEs is a nonprofit organization dedicated to recruiting, retaining, and advancing women in cybersecurity. WICEs is a community of people in academia, industry, and government who all work together to improve diversity in the cybersecurity workforce. Next slide, please. And then to introduce the chapter officers, we have Sebastian Quinones as our secretary, me, Luisana Clark as the chapter vice president, and Jennifer is our chapter president, who will now give you a little bit more information and discuss some upcoming events and opportunities.
Hi, everybody. So the thing with WCES and Minor in Cybersecurity, we are a merged club, but WCES is actually, a national chapter that we stem from. So with that, you have your WCES membership, and with that comes all of these amazing things. Like WCES offers training scholarships. Google just hosted one to get certified in SANS in one of the SANS certification programs. WCES has their annual conference coming up next semester, and we're also going to be giving some workshops. We have their Linux fundamentals coming up in 2 weeks. Intro to cryptography. We have a guest speaker from GM coming in about 2 weeks. There's capture the flag events that we try to do that are, for women to get together and, learn from beginning to advanced. There's different ranges. The Women's Unite Hackathon is next Saturday. So if you need more information, just feel free to reach out to any of us. We also do like to do some community outreach because, we do want to spread the word on cyber awareness. Next slide, please. And so this is where you can join us. The Discord and the MS Teams and Instagram is all there. That is for Minor Cybersecurity and for WCES. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank y'all very much. We're good.
Now we have ACM with Christian Molina.
Yep. Hi guys, so my name is Christian Molina. I am the president of ACM. I'm also a master's student here at UTEP. I graduated with a computer science degree this May. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what we do at ACM. Can you go to the next slide? Okay, so what is ACM? ACM is a community of around 170 something students. We're focused on computer science, and we try to give you the skills necessary to work in industry. We like organizing hackathons. We have coding competitions. We've had anything from hackathons to datathons. So we We also get into machine learning, deep learning, and other kinds of software competitions. Can you go to the next slide? Okay, the previous one. Yeah, so I was talking about hackathons and datathons, right? So hackathons are coding competitions in which you get a team, you get a topic. For example, Hack Health. It's a hackathon that I really like. It's not sponsored by ACM, but it's a good example of what a hackathon is. So on Hack Health, you get a team, and then you guys get together to try and use your skills to better the mental health of your community. So you try to make software, or you try to come up with a business idea to better the mental health of your community. We're gonna have things related to things that go over those coding competitions. We also have datathons, which are very machine learning focused. So last semester we trained an artificial intelligence to recognize pictures of people wearing and not wearing masks, like for COVID. And we also trained an artificial intelligence to recognize faces, to recognize X-rays of people who were COVID positive and COVID negative. And that was a competition. So can you go to the next slide? If you want to participate in one of our hackathons, so we're gonna have another one on March 26th to 28th. We're seeing if Microsoft sponsors us. We have an offer for Microsoft to sponsor us, and we're seeing if that goes through. Either way, if it doesn't go through, we will be giving prizes, and we have enough money to give you guys stuff for participating in the competition, some swag. Can you go to the next slide? Oh, I already talked about datathons, so can you go to the next one? All right, so aside from hackathons and datathons, we have workshops, and let's go to the next one so that I can talk about workshops. The first workshop that we're going to have is actually on February 19th. We invited the co-founder of Intern Makers to give a sort of tutorial on how to get an internship. We're going to talk about what is it necessary to get an internship, what needs to be on your resume, how much your GPA affects you. So yeah, if you want to get an internship, that's why we have these kinds of things. We're going to teach you how to get one. So can you go to the next one? This one I'm going to be giving it. The date is around February 26th. I want to have that ready. I have been doing a lot of research with Google engineers on what Google learned from its quest to build the perfect team. So at Google, they have this section called Google People Analytics, and they have this project called the Aristotle Project, in which they studied the best teams at Google, and they tried to figure out why is it that if only the cream of the crop gets to Google, why is it that some teams are not performing? How is it that we can just get 5, 10, 20 Harvard Andes, put them on a team, and they still don't perform? So this workshop is going to teach you the skills necessary to work effectively, like research-based, with statistics and things like those from what Google found. And so yeah, this is going to teach you how to be an effective team leader and an effective team member. Go ahead, go to the next slide. We're also going to have a workshop on Arduinos. We're going to learn to use a Tinker card. This one is going to be given by one of my officers. He's an electrical engineer. It's going to be on March 12. Go to the next one. Another one of my officers he works making websites for UTEP. So he's going to be putting together a presentation or a workshop on the basics of HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap, and you're going to learn how to build your own website from beginning to end. You're going to publish it to the internet. It's supposed to be your own portfolio. You can put your software projects in there so that recruiters can go and take a look at them. Oh, we also have a Minecraft server. we bought a Minecraft server at ACM, and we're trying to invite all. So we're working to get as many people as possible. We have invited all computer science organizations. I'm working to get in a meeting with people from IEEE to invite the electrical engineering students to our server. And if you guys like Minecraft and you don't know what to do with your time in quarantine, we're gonna be playing Minecraft at ACM. So we're going to be using this server to teach you some basics of programming and some basics of electrical engineering, because you can do some really cool stuff with redstone. We're also gonna have competitions on Minecraft, but that's for another day. We have game nights. We play Among Us. We play Tetris. We play Minecraft, of course. We watch anime sometimes. And what else? Let's go to the next one. We do resume reviews. If you have a question on your resume, how should it look? You can just upload it to our Discord. We'll take a look at it. We can help you with your homework. There's 100 and something people that can help you with rubber ducky. Yes. So there's 100 and so many people in our Discord that can help you with your CS homework. We keep you updated on the latest internships and scholarship opportunities. I'm always posting stuff about what's going on at UTEP on the Discord. So if you're interested in like knowing what internships are going on or what events are going on, go to the ACM Discord. And if you want to get into machine learning, send me a DM, and I'll let you know where to go. So that's our Discord. Follow us on MindTracker. We do pretty much everything that we do is on Discord. So if you're interested, check that link.
Thank you, Christian. Now we have ACM-W WIX with Stephanie Galvan.
Thank you. So Jair will be starting the presentation and then I'll go after.
Yes. Sorry about that, Bianca. Hello, everyone. My name is Jair. I'm the secretary of the Women in Computer Science organization. Next slide, please. We can probably skip this one. Next. Thank you. Who we are? We are a local chapter of the ACM, and we aim to provide an inclusive trustworthy community for CS students, especially to students who identify themselves as women. Our goal is to provide you with tools, either soft or technical skills, to empower you to actively participate in professional academic activities. And of course, every major is welcome. And from here, Stephanie Galvan, that is our president, will take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Jair. So as Jair mentioned, I'm Stephanie Galvan. I'm the president of ACM-WIX. Jair is right now with me. She's the secretary of ACM-WIX. And we have 3 other officers. We have Ana Mata, who's our vice president, Judith Garcia, our treasurer, and Elisa, who is our recruitment chair. At the end of the semester, we'll also be holding elections. So if you're really interested in having an officer position, definitely come join us so you can learn more about the organization. And also, we accept every major, but also everyone's welcome. You don't have to be women to join our club. We simply focus on women empowerment. So next slide, please. So we're planning to have our first general meeting and first event on next week on February 12th of 2021 at 2 p.m. on Microsoft Teams. So this event is more an info session, not a workshop necessarily. We will be talking about conferences and internships, and it's not the same thing as what ACM is holding. This one is mostly about what's the importance of conferences, why you should join them, and how you can also get internships by going to those conferences. So next slide, please. And for this semester, we have some events that we're planning to hold. So with the WICES, we will be holding an industry-related event, which is with General Motors. More information will be released soon. On March, we're planning to have an event discussing different careers in computer science, because computer science is not just software development. There's also many other disciplines and branches, and we would like for everyone to learn about them. On April, we want to hold a technical workshop so you can have project on your resume or simply learn a new thing. And for May, right before finals and just our last event, we would like to have a creative contest just as a fun activity to end the semester with. So next slide, please. Thank you. If you want to become an active member for ACM-WIX, please join us through Mind Tracker. We have an MS Teams where we posting all the events and the links to our future events. And please follow us on Facebook if you want to know more about us and see any more past events that we've done. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Stephanie. Now we have the coding interview club with Jose Rodriguez.
Hi, I'm Jose, and yeah, we're the Coding Interview Club. Our slogan is Ace Your Next Interview. So yeah, we help our members prepare for their technical interviews, coding interviews specifically, but we also do like, okay, next slide. Yeah, we're a bit more in. So yeah, what do we do? Cool, next slide.
So we do different things, but our main thing, what we're known for, are interview prep sessions. So what we do is we meet twice a week. There is our schedule, Tuesdays from 2 to 3 and Fridays from 3 to 4. And we pretty much just solve leak code problems in groups. So it helps you with gaining skills on trying to communicate your ideas and also learning how to solve different problems. I have a question. What's lead code? Jose, I don't know if you want to.
Okay, so lead code's a site that has questions that you would do during coding interviews. And yeah, so what we do, and we meet on Microsoft Teams. Our link will be later on in the presentation. We also do mock interviews and resume reviews. And mock interviews, we sort of have they're interviews. We try to mimic what it would be like during a real interview at a big tech company. And what we try and do when you send a request, we try and match you to someone that, let's say you're interning at a certain company, we try and match you to someone that's as close as possible from our officer roster and our member roster. So yeah, and we have members and officers that have interned at Google, Facebook, have a list here. Microsoft, Google, Planter, Facebook, Twilio, a couple startups like Lyft, Affirm, that have received offers at least, Lyft, Affirm, and Jane Street as well. So yeah, we really try and match people to their, like if you're interviewing at Facebook, we try and match you with someone that's already interned at Facebook, which I think is sort of helpful. And yeah, you can request a resume review or a mock interview by sending an email to cic@utep.edu. Next slide, please.
So we also hold workshops. These are some of the workshops we've held before. Our Get Good workshop, just to get you kind of using GitHub or Git. Also getting an internship, API workshop, LinkedIn. And we're also open for suggestions. So if there's anything you'd like to learn about, we could try to get people that are acquainted with the topic, and maybe we can put a workshop together. The next slide, please.
Cool. And this is, before slide. Cool. And this is where we used to be in person. We were originally founded by the person wearing the Google shirt on the left, the leftmost Google person. Yeah, we were founded by Scudder Manchester. He was the first Googler in restaurants. And yeah, this were when we used to do our interview prep sessions in person, which was nice, like almost like a year and a half-ish ago, which is a pretty long time. But yeah, cool. Next slide. And yeah, let us just show off that we are, we won the Halloween costume by a landslide in 2019. And there hasn't been a Halloween costume, like there wasn't a Halloween contest last year. So we were technically the standing champions of the entire computer science department. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We cosplayed as Diego. So yeah, next slide. Cool.
So what is our philosophy? Pretty much what we try to do, both in person and online, we try to create a safe space where everyone is able to help each other and learn through deliberate practice. And we know that being online, maybe people feel really isolated from each other. So we're also trying to kind of create some sort of community, at least within our members. And it's going all right, I think. Next slide, please.
And here we just have a list of internship positions that will open next. I think Microsoft Explorer is still open, but yeah, these are some freshman, sophomore internship positions that are open, that exist. So you can apply for them during fall season for next semester. And the reason we put freshman, sophomore internships instead of like internships and like full-time positions is because like if a company has a freshman, sophomore internship, they probably have a junior internship program, and they probably have a full-time program as well. So yeah, you can also apply for full-time positions here. And yeah, next slide. Cool. So how do I join? You can officially become a member through MindTracker. There really is no requirement. The university guidance forces us to have a GPA requirement, but I think that's enforced by MindTracker. You can also join us in MS Teams. And yeah, that's where you can join the interview prep sessions Tuesdays and Fridays. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose and Grecia. Now we have game builders with Adrian.
Hello, everyone. My name is. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
We can.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adrian, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what we do at Game Builders. If you could go to the next slide. Yes. So Game Builders is a student organization focused mostly on improving coding skills and getting problem-solving skills through game development. So we work a lot of we work in a lot of games, and we create games like Pong, 2D platformers, picture games, like any game genre you want. We pretty much work on it. As you can see in the image on the right, this is a game that we actually worked on last semester, and it's like our own version of Pong. So if you want to join like a student organization that like you can practice your skills through game development, Game Builder to be like a good organization to join. And like I know most of us are computer science major to join, but we also have like a lot of activities that don't necessarily involve like coding or just going straight into technical skills. So yeah, it should be a great addition to join. If you could go to the next slide. Okay, so as I mentioned before, my name is Marian and I am the president of Game Builders. We also have our vice president, which is Kimberly, and we also have Carlos, which is the secretary, and he helps us work in. Oh, sorry, I saw the comment. He helps us work in the workshops. So as you can see, our meetings consist mostly of Unity workshops. So we mostly code in C# using Unity, and we host workshops every 2 weeks, and like any basic stuff related to game development. We also have game nights every now and then, and we also have in quotations office hours, which it's mostly like an excuse to help people work on their games, or like if you have any problem with homework, we also help you, and it's just an excuse to socialize too. So yeah, and if you want to join us, here are the links, and we meet every Thursday at 4 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have Irish Bunnies with Manuel.
Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Hello, everyone. My name is Manuel Aguilar. I am the president of Irish Bunnies. And what Irish Bunnies is a cybersecurity focused student group that participates in CTFs online. And we don't just only participate in CTFs, we also motivate education in cybersecurity so students can get a more diverse skill set and become a more valuable candidate when applying for jobs. Especially, could you go to the next slide, please? especially since security is something that surrounds us constantly, such as buying groceries or something as technical as computer networks, and now more with social engineering. Security has to be something that everybody in computer science has to be educated about. So we asked our members what goals do they have set for this year, and they align with the Irish Bunnies principles, which is to learn new things in cybersecurity and diversify. Please, next slide. So our officers are, as you can see, the president and our sitting vice president, Sebastián Quiñones, and our secretary, Alex Vasquez. We will be having elections at the end of the semester for all positions. Next. And we also host workshops to build on the skills that many students are learning in class, such as cryptography, which is an important skill to have in cybersecurity. We do steganography using Python, which is a language that is already being taught in classes. That way, students are able to build on these skills. We also use the VMware Workstation in order to host SQL injection workshops and creating a pen testing environment that is able for you to experiment with your own set of tools. Next. We also expect feedback from our members. We constantly want to improve, and if anybody would like to add something to our presentation, something that we missed, an interest that you specifically have, or anything that you can provide to us, we welcome it. Next slide. So a majority of our members are upperclassmen. So this provides us a unique opportunity to provide mentorship to lower division students who are looking to start a career in cybersecurity. A majority of our members have already had the opportunity of completing an internship in specialized fields. So this allows us to host interviews that can better assess their skills into getting a job. We do all our meetings on Discord, and all our events are on Discord. So if you guys are interested in joining the Irish Bunnies, our link is posted in the bottom left corner. And of course, on Mindtracker, you can always send us a request so we can add you to the roster. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Manuel. Now we have UPE with Anindita and Alex Vargas.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, Bianca. Thank you. So, yeah. So Upsilon Pi Epsilon, that's the full form of our organization, UP in short. And so this is perhaps the only international honor society for computing and information discipline itself, like only including the computer scientists and or the computational scientists as well. It has been established actually in 1967, so it's quite an old institution. It was established in UT Austin and Martin, and by 6 students. And so up till now, so we generally, what we do are various scholarly activities. So basically our founding members have been also the founders of one of the major competition, if you know it, like ACM Doctoral Dissertation Awards. So UP has been actually the founder of that particular award. Also, UP has been the founder of the International Collegiate Programming Contest, which is still undergoing. And this is also a society which is recognized both by ACM and IEEE-CS. And we are also a member of Association of College Honor Societies, which is actually the parent organization of all academic honor societies in North America. So, okay, so can I have the next slide, please? All right, so no, previous.
The other one.
Yeah. So I basically said briefly what we do. So yes, it is bulleted here. And why should you join this organization? Well, of course, it is a very prestigious honor society, and it recognizes and rewards your academic excellence, and both at the undergraduate and graduate levels. So we each academic year, we have scholarship amounts amounting to like $2,000 or $2,500, one for the undergraduate student and one for our graduate member. So whoever has done excellently in their, not only in the academic field, but also in other extracurricular, co-curricular activities, have achieved outstanding excellences, they are definitely recognized and rewarded here in our society. All right, moving on. Can you have the next slide? All right, so what are these activities that we have actually conducted in the past 2 years? So the UTEP chapter has been initiated only in spring 2019, and I've been the president of the organization since. And since 2019, we had been organizing, and even during the lockdown period or when we went totally virtual, we had our various activities going on. Like the most important one that we had was when the PhD qualifying candidates, like the PhD candidates, they had to appear for like a qualifier talk in order to qualify them as PhD candidates, or as PhD students rather, at UTEP. So before actually appearing for any particular talk, they can actually practice with us and get valuable feedback from experienced members, from those who have already done it and done it well. So like mock practices. So not only for PhD qualifying, we do this mock practice talks for all kinds of conferences, like you have a poster conference or a paper conference you're going for the first time to present somewhere. So you can come and talk to us and practice with us, and we will be providing you valuable feedback. So all our mentors that we'll be having would be mostly PhDs and also masters, and the undergraduate levels, they are mostly seniors and sophomores who have outstanding excellences. So you'll have great feedback from us, from your own peers. That is one of the important activities that we conducted all throughout this 2020 period. And we have also tutoring sessions, like additional tutoring sessions for CS1 and CS2 before each midterm and also before each final examination. So we take out the extra time, and like apart from the TAs, they have their own TAs, right? But we try to help them even additionally. And we had amazing response for both these activities, like the practice talks and the tutoring sessions. Then the resume review is an open clinic. So we have this online clinic. It's always open, and you can just reach out to us with your resume if you want it to be corrected or revised, or you just want an opinion. You can reach out online to in our Facebook group or our Teams group. We'll be giving out the contacts soon, and we will be here with the feedback ready for you. We'll be going through your resume and like correcting it technically, or how better to present it to if you want an internship generally. So this is one of the ongoing activities. The other important activity that we actually did this last semester was we actually have this Python workshop. So we actually conducted 2 workshops on Python, and they were based on basically the data processing libraries, or the machine learning or the natural language processing libraries, the beautiful libraries and the toolkits that Python actually has, and how you utilize it for like for any level, for your course, for your projects, for research. So starting from the beginning level, we went to the intermediate level, and we had almost 20 participants for both the workshops, both the days. And yeah, we had amazing response for that. Also, so I'm also involved with Microsoft Teams. So in this one of our outreach activities, I had the high school students from Austin High School come and actually participate in like they had a tour or visit of all the amazing CS labs, and they also get to know about your UPE and different societies. So yeah, we did some outreach activities as well. So yeah, those were the activities conducted since 2019. and we have more so planned. And well, I'll stop here, and to take you with the other slides, I would invite our other member, Alex. Alex, over to you.
Thank you, Nindita. So hi everyone, my name is Alex Vargas. I'm a PhD student. So currently a lot of our members have already graduated. So you already met Nindita, she's president. I'm the treasurer, and Anaf Harhan is a member. Our advisor is Dr. Hossein. So if you would like to join this organization and this honor society, I have to mention that it is by invitation only. So you have to have like a good academic standing with the university, but you also have to get invited by your society. And we already have sent invitations for graduate students, so that's masters and PhDs. So if you are one of those, be sure to reply back accepting the invitation. If you're an undergrad student, we'll be sending the invitation soon. So if you get an invitation, congrats. If not, don't get disappointed. So you might get invited in the future. Once we have the invitations, we'll be having the induction ceremony. And after that, we'll be having, we'll have to have all the positions open. So right now we are not a registered student organization, but we hope that once we have all new inductees, we'll be able to register. So we will have to run elections for all the positions. So if you want to get in contact with us, or maybe to participate in the workshops, in the next slide you will find our contact information. That's for Microsoft Teams and the Facebook website.